What's up, everyone? My name is Wynand Fourie. I'm a musician from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm back with another React. And today we're going to be looking at another Buy Me a Coffee request. This one is from Fix News, and it reads, "Shooting for 0 views. I bring you something from far outside the lines." This track by niche singer, songwriter, poet Shel Silverstein combines storytelling with poetry and music. The poem was first published in Playboy magazine in the late 70s, and appeared on one of his records several years later. Just enjoy the ride. Shel Silverstein, The Smoke Off. The Smoke Off. All right. Yeah, I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Fix News, for this request. I really appreciate it. Let's jump in. I think this is just lyrics. If I scan through it like this, I think this is, so we're getting some lyrics, we're getting some music. Let's just enjoy this together. Bada bing, bada boom.
Now in the laid-back California town of sunny San Rafael lived a girl named Pearly Sweetcake. You probably knew her well. She was stoned 15 of her 18 years, and her story was widely told that she could smoke 'em faster than anyone could roll. Well, her legend finally reached New York, that Grove Street walk-up flat, where dwelt the Calistoga Kid, a beatnik from the past. He'd been rolling dope since time began. Now he took a cultured toke and said, "Jim, I can roll 'em faster than any chick can smoke." So a note gets sent to San Rafael for the championship of the world. The kid demands a smoke-off. "Well, bring him on," says Pearl. "I'll grind his fingers off his hands. He'll roll until he drops." Says Calistoga, "I'll smoke that chick till she blows up and pops." So they rent out Yankee Stadium, and the word is quickly spread. Come one, come all who walk or crawl. Tickets just 2 lids ahead. And from every town and hamlet, over land and sea they speed. The world's greatest dopers with the world's greatest weed.
Damn.
Hashishers from Morocco, hemp smokers from Peru, and the shashniks from Bagun who smoke the deadly pugaru, and those who call it light of life, and those that call it boo. See the dealers and their ladies wearing turquoise lace and leather. See the narcos and the closet smokers puffing all together. From the teenies who smoke legal to the ones who've done some time, to the old man who smoked reefer back before it was a crime.
Wow.
And the grand old house that Ruth built is filled with the smokes and cries of 50,000 screaming heads, all stoned out of their minds. And they play the national anthem, and the crowd lets out a roar as the spotlight hits the Kid and Pearl, ready for their smoking war.
Damn, this is so
At a table
engaging.
piled up high with grass, as high as a mountain peak.
Shit.
Just tops and buds of the rarest flowers, not one stem, branch, or seed. I mean a Maui, Wowie, a Panama red, Acapulco gold, keef from East Afghanistan, and that rare Alaska cold. And there's sticks from Thailand, Gange from the island, and Bangkok's blooming best, and some of that wet imported shit that capsized off Key West. There's Oaxacan tops, and Kenya Bang, and Riviera floors, and
the names.
Manhattan silver that grows down the New York sewers. And there's bubbling ice cold lemonade, and sweet grapes by the bunches, and there's Hershey bars and Oreos, in case anybody gets the munches. And the Calistoga Kid, he smiles, and Pearly, she just grins, and the drums roll low, and the crowd yells, "Go, go, go!" And the world's first smoke-off begins. Well, the kid, he flicks his fingers once, zap, that first joint's rolled. Pearl takes one toke with her famous lungs, and whoosh, that roach is cold.
Sure.
Then the kid, he rolls his super bomb that would paralyze a moose, and Pearl takes one mighty hit, and that Bombs defused, and then he rolls 3 in just 10 seconds, and she smokes them up in 9, and everybody sits back and says, hey, this just might take some time.
They must be so baked. I mean, he's not baked because he's rolling.
See the blur of flying fingers, see the red coal burning bright, as the night turns into morning, and the morning fades to night, and the autumn turns to summer, and a whole damn year is gone, and the two still sit on that roach-filled stage.
A whole year, dude.
And rolling. With trembling hands, he rolls his J's. With fingers blue and stiff, she coughs and stares. With bloodshot gaze and puffs through blistered lips. And as she reaches out her hand for another stick of gold, the kid, he gasps, damn it, bitch, there's nothing left to roll. Nothing left to roll, screams Pearl. Is this some twisted joke? I didn't come here to around, man, I come here to smoke. And she reaches across the table and grabs his bony sleeves and crumbles his body between her hands like dried and brittle leaves, flicking out his teeth and bones like useless stems and seeds. And then she rolls him in a zigzag and lights him like a roach. And the fastest man with the fastest hands goes up in a puff.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's crazy.
In the laid-back California town of sunny San Rafael lives a girl named Pearly Sweetcake. You probably know her well. She been stoned 21 of her 24 years, and her story is still widely told how she still can smoke 'em faster than any dude can roll. While off in New York City, on a street that has no name, there's the hands of the Calistoga Kid in the Viper Hall of Fame. And underneath his fingers, there's a little golden scroll that says, beware of being the roller when there's nothing left to roll.
Holy shit, man. What the fuck? That was crazy. What a great story. It feels like a old folks tale, you know. A few years back, me and my friends, we all had this film company together, and we were entering a lot of like different film competitions. And there's this one film competition, like a short film competition called the My Road Reel, and it's like you got to make like a 3-minute short film, and basically, you know, like stand a chance to win a bunch of money. So we decided to do the story of, which is like a famous folklore story in Cape Town, called the story of Van Hunks and the Devil. Now, Van Hunks and the Devil. So there's a mountain in Cape Town called Devil's Peak, and there's like very often there's like this cloud like over Devil's Peak, and the story always goes like, you know, oh, Van Hunks and the Devil smoking up again, you know, and the lore goes that like Van Hunks went up to his favorite rock to smoke his favorite pipe, and then the devil came disguised as a stranger and challenged them to a smoke off, and then, you know, they just kept smoking, and that's how the clouds form. Anyway, it made me think of that, like it's that kind of just that like folklore, epic storytelling kind of thing. Maybe one day I'll react, because we turned the whole story into like a musical, kind of like into a song, and we filmed the whole thing. But maybe one day I'll react to that and I'll show it to you guys. You can also go and look for it. I think it's called Up in Smoke. I also play a character in that little short film. But anyway, I digress. This was great. Shel Silverstein. Very interesting. It's got that. When was this recorded? Because it definitely sounds very old school. Let's see. 1930. Damn. Okay. Died 1999. Okay, so this must have been like, I don't know, like 70s, maybe 60s. Let's see. Let's do a little research. The Smoke Off. The Smoke Off. I don't know if did Fix News say what year it was. No. Okay. Smoke Off year. So this was originally published in 1970 and later released on his 1978 spoken word album, Songs and Stories. Cool. Wow, what a throwback. Thank you, Fix News, for this. That was really, 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 really cool. It was also nice to have the lyrics just kind of pop up, so it's easy to follow. But I think even without the lyrics, it would be easier to follow. It's very like there's just like some guitar, and it's just his voice, and the way he pronounces and the way he uses his voice is so animated, and it really draws you in. It really like sucks you into the whole experience of this story, and it's such a crazy story as well. Like he smokes the person, she smokes the person who was rolling, and it's just like it's great. It's great like how the rhyming schemes come in, the kind of playfulness of the whole thing, that like kind of ties into the whole I think the whole lifestyle of like a stoner. I used to be a stoner back in my early 20s. I smoked weed for like 3 years, and then I stopped because it's I don't know, the paranoia started to creep in, and all that kind of the bad stuff started to creep into my brain. But I also think I was just in a weird space in life. But then after I quit, I just kind of decided to not smoke again. It just didn't fuck with my brain chemistry too much. I thought it was better to just stay away. I also tend to have a bit of an addictive personality. Anyway, but cool. Like most of my friends smoke weed, so it's not taboo to me, and I'm perfectly fine around it. It's just not for me. But very cool story, and very cool song and poetry. I loved it. Thank you so much, Fix News, for this. This is really, really cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll show you. I think you'll enjoy this. It kind of makes sense in the same video. I'll show you the thing that we did for that film competition. It's just 3 minutes. Okay, so this is the short film that we entered into the My Road reel. We shot this in 2020, so it was also kind of a logistical nightmare with all the stuff that was happening that year. But I was pretty proud of this one. See if you can see what character I'm playing in this little short. All right. I don't know why I'm showing this to you. I felt like it's appropriate.
'Twas long ago where Jan van Ens made his home in the Cape of Storms.
Dutch by blood and pirate by trade, with pipe and mouth they said he was born.
For he had a love above all, a habit that some would call foul. He would puff on his pipe all day and all night until his wife would growl.
Get out of the house, you filthy man! Take your pipe and scram! If I catch you smoking in my home, I'll beat you with my pan!
With pipe in hand, Jan van Ens strolled up to the mountaintop. Gate to puff, undisturbed, he hiked up to his favorite spot.
But unbeknownst to Jan van Hans, he would not be alone this day. A A stranger seated on his spot to Jan van Hunk's dismay.
I believe you must be lost. You are sitting on my favorite rock.
Now. Is that any way to talk to a stranger? And what makes this particular rock yours to begin with, friend?
This rock and this view belongs only to the world's greatest smoker. The king must have his throne, and you are sitting on mine.
Oh, royalty. Well, I have been called a prince myself.
And my skill with the pipe is nothing to scoff at.
Last time I checked, a king outranks a prince. And Jan van Hunks can outsmoke the devil himself.
Is that so?
Well, I have outpuffed all who have challenged me.
Care for a friendly wager?
A wager? And what can you wager that will pique my interest?
Well, the one who outsmokes the other can lay claim to this rock and will forever be known as the greatest smoker who has ever lived.
Deal.
Excellent.
The two began to smoke for title of king on the rock. When Jan saw his true foe, he got a great big shock. Shock, a great big shock. The devil or not, he shook up in shock, but Hunks would not be rattled. They both kept smoking on and on, forever they would battle. A never-ending struggle on the mountain and in heck. All because Jan van Hunks could not keep his pride in check.
So when you see clouds form a tablecloth on the mountain's rocky slope, know that it's your good-for-nothing father and the devil having a smoke!
Oh man, memories. This was 6 years ago. Damn. Yeah, that was it. We put so much work into this because it was. I think it was like a $100,000 reward for the winner, but we didn't win, unfortunately. I also think, like, in retrospect, a movie about smoking is probably not gonna win any competitions because just of the logistical nightmare it would be to promote that film. So that was also a bit of a oversight on our side, but it was fun to make. We put a lot of like work into this. Like we like handcrafted the pipes. We got our friend Luan, who's an excellent writer, to write the script and to write the kind of the rhymes. And we obviously made the whole, like, me and my friend Prem made the whole soundtrack. So that was also kind of fun because we made the soundtrack first and then we shot the whole video to the soundtrack. And yeah, like there was like thematic things happening in the music, like the devil's music was more like legato and flowy, where Van Hunks's music was a bit more like staccato and rough. So it's like we really put a lot of thought into this film, and I miss it, man. I miss making short films and doing this kind of thing. But yeah, I just thought like that related a little bit to what we just listened to as well. I don't know why I showed it to you. There's a little bit of self-indulgence, I guess, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching that with me. Thank you for the request, Fix News. Yeah, Shel Silverstein, guys, amazing. Go check him out. No, he's I don't even know if music, like, where does music get distributed that was released in like the 70s, or at least like someone who's passed away. Let's see. I don't know if there's like a channel that you can go to. I think it's all just kind of bootleg releases. Yeah, I don't think it's like an official channel. Anyway, that was really cool. That was really cool to listen to. Thank you for also like sparking that memory for me, and for basically getting me to to watch that video again. It's been a while, and I forgot how much effort we put into that. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching that with me, and I will see you guys for the next reaction. Okay, bye bye.